fights on as Nippon continues its unending terror from the skies. Home and countryside are demolished as the once stoic Chinese rush madly to shelter, tasting again and again the bitter cup of Japan's unceasing offensive, which now threatens the peace of the entire Pacific. No privacy in war. Tobruk in northern Africa tenaciously withstands repeated Axis attacks. This lone British garrison in Libya remains a prospective rallying point for new campaigns to regain lost terrain. Heroic Greece suffers the pangs of war as Nazi might pours down the Balkans. A stunned people sorrowfully stand by as the invader destroys their homeland. Supporting British Empire troops are forced to abandon a valiant defense effort. In nearby Iraq, great oil supplies are endangered when revolt threatens. Britain enters and quickly wins control, while defenders abandon the fight and guns to the victors. Syria, age-old past the Suez and to India, is forced to surrender to Australians and Free French as a further check to German ambitions to seize great stores of valued oil. A Vichy-mandated stronghold yields as its officers and men become prisoners of war. Memories of the glory that once was France stir the deepest emotions as soldiers return from prison camps. The once revered battle flags of Empire and Republic pass in grim review before a still proud people whose hearts bow in submission in this, their darkest hour. Hands of the infant reach out in hungry appeal. Dimmed eyes of the faithful stare in awe. Famished children ration sustenance. This is France under the conqueror's heel. The most relentless sea hunt in all naval history. Britain's great battleship Hood has been sunk by the German raider Bismarck. Britain's guns bark revenge. Bismarck is wounded, cornered, and doomed. The Bismarck, pride of the swastika fleet, dives to her watery end. Somewhere in the Atlantic, Britain's Prime Minister Winston Churchill meets President Roosevelt. A hand clasp that ushers in one of the most dramatic conferences between the leaders of nations ever recorded. Here, the next day, the Atlantic Charter with its 8 points is formulated. As they part, hopes for a permanent peace rise in the hearts of the two great democracies of the world. Marines and Army forces arrive in Iceland, base of operations in the struggle to keep free the passenger ships between American and British shores. Shelters are quickly erected. Men and equipment are made ready for any emergency. Iceland becomes an outpost of defense as the sound of marching Marines fills the Arctic air.
American-owned ships have been sunk on the high seas. One American destroyer was attacked on September 4th. Another destroyer was attacked and hit on October 17th. 11 brave and loyal men of our Navy were killed by the Nazis. Today, in the face of this newest and greatest challenge of them all, we Americans have cleared our decks and taken our battle station.
A daring raid of the Arctic. The subpolar island of Spitsbergen awakens to a surprise landing force of Canadians, Free Norwegians, and English swarming ashore. The radio station, source of German weather reports, is dynamite. willingly evacuate to England to escape whatever fate Hitler may have planned for bleak outposts on the